Okay. Oh.
The best part was that your reaction scared me worse than the whole video.
This is why I punched a guy like Canada's Wonderland during Halloween accident.
I'm sorry, what?
I accidentally punched someone during Halloween Haunt because I had like my backpack right close to me and I was going through like two, and I just like leapt out because he scared me right away.
Did he sue you?
No, he just went like that hurt my nose, and I was like, you shouldn't have scared me then.
Well, that's very sweet. That could have been a completely different.
Because he had like a huge fake nose, so I mean,
you had to punch it off. That's understandable.
Yeah, if you like jump out and say boo, it's like right after I've gone through two.
I'm genuinely just waiting for when like our next door neighbors walk in and they're like, can you keep down? They're gonna be like, why is it so loud so early? What's going on in there?
I'm a wuss. I'm a weak.
We have had it before where someone's come in and it's like, shh.
Okay. You should get them to react just one time. Just, and then imagine they're just like, I don't understand.
I feel nothing. No.
No, what is it? No! Put it down. Put it down. Put it down.
No, stop it. Stop it.
Put it away. Put it away. Pete, that was your fault. Oh god.
Idiot. Like at that point, they're gonna go all up his arm. They're probably gonna be in his head. He'll be finding those spiders for days.
I can't.
He'll be in bed and he's like, what's that tickle? And then out crawls the spider.
It was like, I like once tried to get over my fear of spiders because I hate them.
Me too.
Tried, and I like let one live when I came out of the shower once. I was like, yeah, and then like a month later he came back with all of the babies and they were like dripping from my bathroom ceiling.
That's honestly my worst nightmare.
It was.
It's hard because they refer to me as the Pale Queen or the Dark Queen. I have a very horrible fear of spiders. Like I've cried. I think I told you this, Chris, once. My roommate Joss, I woke her up at like 6 a.m. screaming. She thought I'd got bad news, like my parents or my family had just been murdered.
Oh, that
and I was like, I was crying. I was like, there was a tiny spider on my bathroom floor. I was like, I didn't know what to do. I got in my bathtub and I was like, I can't move. I was paralyzed. I get paralyzed with fear and I start crying.
Yeah, no.
Because they're horrible. Nothing should have that many legs and nothing should move that fast. No.
No.
I don't f with spiders.
What are you doing?
What is that thing? Be careful.
Okay. Ooh, just get a bucket. Burn it down.
Bucket?
Watch out!
No!
Ice cream, you
Get it, baby.
The most annoying part was the girl in the background.
What are you doing?
Get it, baby!
Oh my god, get him!
Like, I know it's fake, but it's still traumatic.
Because for a moment you don't think it is fake.
I mean, everything's fake at the end of the day.
What's real?
Life's
Who
fake.
are we?
What, who are we? Yes.
Who am I?
It's the question I ask every single day.
No!
Where are you? Wyatt?
Just close the door.
It's gonna be... No.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
Please don't hurt me.
Why are you so loud?
Oh god, I thought I was still gonna go after that.
The most frustrating part was that she took the time to open the window. If I was in a rush like that, just throw my body through.
Yeah.
Like, I won't feel pain at that point.
No.
Adrenaline is your best friend.
Yeah, you just go. You just keep
Yeah.
going. Like, that would have been. I mean, you know what makes me freak out though is when the video doesn't end after the what you think is the scare.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you think another one's gonna
It just
come.
keeps going. You're like,
It's
when
not
does it
ready.
end?
Oh.
When can I relax? When can I sleep at night?
No, you can't.
I don't sleep.
No, I just wait.
I just wait. For what?
The next day, I guess. Or the morning.
Good to know.
Good to know.
What? Dude, that's not funny.
So loud.
Yeah, got me. Yes, good one.
The genuine
I feel
fear.
so lied to.
It's nice reacting with someone who's feeling things.
Oh, because I'm such a wimp. Because it's like,
That's great.
Jeez, I
That's
wanna
that's what we need. Do you
go.
trust that 90s man now?
No, I don't.
No, you
I
can't
feel
trust
betrayed
anyone.
and lied to.
At the end of the day, you can't trust anyone, not even yourself. Someone's gonna be in there. Ah!
Like, I thought it was gonna be in the picture, and then it just kept disappointing me. So
It was
thanks.
like, it set up so many jump scares.
Yeah.
Then
Like
it
a
never-
flash.
Ugh. I don't like that.
How do you walk through the world after watching these videos? Is my question. You know,
Just like, don't feel things.
he's just numb.
Those like locusts? Like what is that? Grasshopper? No. What? Locusts? What are those? They're everywhere.
Oh,
I don't like a lot of one thing. I feel like there shouldn't be more than one thing at a time. There never needs to be a gathering of anything. Why are there so many? That's disgusting.
maybe they're having a party and they're like, you're not invited.
No, I don't want to go to that party. I
No,
will
yeah.
burn that. I will take a match to that party. Adios.
Is that Tony Collette? No.
What's that?
That is Tony Collette. No, it's not.
Yikes. R.I.P. What were you muttering? Is that Tony?
Is that Tony Collette?
That's what I thought. Is that Tony Collette? No, it's not.
That's not.
No, it's Tony Collette. No, it's not.
I think I got so preoccupied with that. I was like, oh, it's the ring. Or no, wait, that's
It's
not the
the
ring.
Grudge. It's the
That's
Grudge.
the grudge. That's the grudge. I'm like,
I don't know
okay.
which grudge this is.
All the sleepovers as a kid like numb me to that movie. I'm fine.
Yeah, they're kind of to be honest. I like the ring, but also kind of small, like children with long black hair don't terrify me anymore because I was that child.
Yeah.
Located in Central America. But in 2014, locals got a shock when a gigantic monster croc was caught by the Panama Canal. This was near Colon at the north end of the canal. The large crocodile had to be harnessed with gigantic strong ropes. And as you can see, passers-by as well as army personnel are taking photos of this gigantic catch. The catch was so big they actually had to temporarily close the highway. And according to PanamaGuide.com, the crocodile was later released.
Reminds me of that story of the giant being like taken down by humans and then they get like, oh wait, no, that movie with Jack Black, you know, where he gets like toppled over and completely tied down by little people. He's like, what's going on? I feel like that's how he would feel. Just like, hey guys, I'm trying to do my thing, you know? But then of course, you know, I could definitely fit inside his stomach comfortably. That thing is huge. Poor guy. Poor guy.
Was taken 3,700 feet underwater. The footage, which was captured by a diving team back in 2013, shows what appears to be a bizarre looking symbol. It kind of looks like a cool tattoo, but it's floating underwater. It glides right across the ocean floor, and you may think it's litter or man-made. But then this happens. As you can see, it transforms into a cube. It also seems to have red, yellow, and orange lights on its head. It kind of looks like an alien spaceship or an alien creature. The lights then flicker blue and green. Some think this may be a Ctenophora, that is basically a large glowing jellyfish. But those things don't shapeshift like this thing does.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. Oh my god. It's so funny because the last video I was like, oh, aliens, imagine this is a thing. Here it is. We've made it. We've made it, everyone. There's an alien in the ocean, and of course that's where they'd be because everything else lives down there. I still wouldn't want to come across it though, because what if, I don't know, what if the worst thing happened?
When your name is Goliath, you'd better be one humongous, ferocious, voracious creature. And the Goliath tigerfish definitely lives up to its moniker. A native to the Congo River Basin, the Lualaba River, Lake Upima, and Lake Tanganyika in Africa, it is the largest member of the tigerfish clan, a genus of fierce predators with protruding dagger-like teeth.
Oh my god!
The biggest one on record was nearly 5 feet long and weighed 154 pounds, the equivalent of a super welterweight prizefighter. And it outclasses other African game fish in speed and power.
That's pretty intense. No. Like, as soon as I saw the teeth, I was like, no. Huh. Honestly, anything that comes with, like, Goliath right before it, I think you should just run away from, like, run to the hills! Yeah, don't go near them. Man, like, I love swimming. I love it so much. And I imagine, like, if I were walking by this beautiful stream, I'd be like, yeah, you know what, I want to go for a dip. But I don't want to meet my certain death. No thank you. That is definitely something I never want to meet. Didn't even need to know it existed.
Wolf dogs. Did you watch Game of Thrones? Wolf dogs are basically like real-life dire wolves. They may look quite cute, but they're fierce and usually ill-fated. Wolf dogs are a hybrid between domestic dog breeds such as Mastiffs and Huskies, wild wolves. Occasionally, this will happen naturally, but that is extremely rare. For the most part, wolf dogs are specifically bred. The practice of breeding wolves with dogs started when people became concerned at the dwindling number of wild wolves, but is now a lucrative, albeit illegal, practice.
So cute. Truth though, if I did come across a wolf, even though they're my favorite animal, I absolutely love wolves. If I came across a wolf in a forest or something, they have a way of just like looking through your soul, you know? Because you don't know, maybe he'll just be like, yeah, not good enough, and then walk away, and then you'll be having an existential crisis for the rest of your life, or he'll decide to eat you. I think I'd rather the first choice, but of course I watched Game of Thrones, and of course I wanted a dire wolf. I totally get why people want one of these, but we need to stop breeding these guys, because honestly, pugs. Let's talk about pugs. That's terrifying.
Looking equally cute and equally terrifying, the Venezuelan Poodle Moth was thought to be one of those animals that was created by internet hoaxers. Honestly, I don't blame people for thinking it doesn't exist. I mean, just look at it, looking all furry and alien-like. The fact of the matter is, Venezuelan poodle moths actually do exist, and it is one of the most recently discovered species of insects, only being discovered and photographed in 2009 by one Dr. Arthur Anker of Kirkston. As the name implies, it is native to Venezuela, but it looks for all intents and purposes like that it will be perfectly at home in Antarctica.
I want one. I want one as a pet today. Not tomorrow, not the day after, today. That is cute. That is not, like, I'm not even afraid to face that. Scary animals you don't want to come face to face with? Pfft, I would definitely want to meet that one. That one's cute. I'm in.
But in 2015, the scariest bat of all was captured in the Philippines. Many headlines call this bat human size. But judging by the army personnel below it, it's a lot bigger than human size. Its wingspan is much closer to 10 humans.
I've seen this kind of bat before.
And this type of bat is called a giant golden-crowned flying fox bat.
At
first, some people thought this was the mystical chupacabra. That's actually a myth, but what's in this image is totally real and terrifying too. These bats are a species of fruit bats, and they're actually classified as megabats.
I mean, realistically, if I was just walking in a forest and I saw a massive bat with wings, I'd be like, Dracula? Finally, what's up? You know? No, I wouldn't do that. But I just think they're cute and they're dying, so it's kind of hard for me to be afraid of them, except I feel like their wings, if they came into my hair, it's like, ugh. I think I'm more afraid of the smaller ones than I am of the bigger ones, because at least you can keep your eye on the big ones, but the small ones can hide. You know, they can be in a cave and then all of a sudden you just like look up at the ceiling and there's like 80,000 green eyes looking at you. That would be terrifying.
Humans are at fault for this hybrid. The bees were created in Brazil in the 1950s by crossbreeding the East African lowland honeybee with European honeybees. The hybrids were created with the intention of stimulating honey production. But do you know what happened instead? We created a monster. That's what. These bees are more defensive than other bees in existence, which means if you accidentally threaten them, all hell is very likely to break loose. These are the most aggressive bees on the planet, and they're nothing short of vengeful, as Africanized bees will chase a person for a quarter of a mile.
A quarter of a mile? I mean, I actually thought it was going to be like the killer hornet or the killer bee, the one that's kind of invading North America, but it wasn't. I didn't know about this bee though, so that just gives me less of a reason to go near beehives in general. I do love honey. And I actually have bee kept a couple times with my friends because they have a topiary and it's very nice. I just think of that scene in My Girl, man, when they're like running away from a hornet's nest or like a bee nest. Yeah, they just swarm and I can't, a half a mile? Jeez, that's a marathon right there. That's a mission. Like they're just, I wonder every time they see a human, they're just like, yeah, you know what? Let's see if we can go further this time. All right, Joe, you go after him. And then like they try and beat each other. That's probably not what happens at all.
Women in New Zealand were on the Sanaspiring. This was the name of their gigantic ship. But their ship didn't look all that big when they encountered a mega squid. When people use the term sea monsters, this is what they're talking about. This catch happened in the raw sea, and the team actually gave this squid to scientists so they could study it in greater detail. The squid lived around 6,000 feet underwater, but after it was baited by the fishermen, it was able to be captured. But despite it being so big, it's actually not as difficult to capture as compared to a great white shark. That's because squids are very sedated and subdued.
Yeah, they're pretty chill. They're just kind of floating in the water. I don't think they have really too much ambition, but like squids are different than octopus. Though we do know about the colossal squid. We have heard about the colossal squid. We've talked about it a couple times on this channel, and that would be terrifying to witness. I wouldn't want to be near one, especially because their tentacles are barbed. No, thank you. But the fact that this guy was just so chill and he goes, oh, look, lunch, I'm so hungry. And then he gets caught and then dissected. That's scary. Imagine if that happened, you know? Oh man. This could be like a little tangent, but like imagine if aliens are real, and they have like mini versions of us on their planet, and then they come here and they're like, whoa, we've never seen, I guess, humans so big before, we should kill them and experiment, you know? So dark. So dark, but that's why it's top 10 Central Dark.
You ever wondered how Dracula would look like when he transforms into a bat? This next animal on our list probably would be the thing that you would imagine.
Oh my god!
Don't tell me that face doesn't remind you of a blood-sucking cold vampire. However, I think you figured out at this point that that is not the case. In truth, humans pose more of a danger to these magnificent creatures than them to us, because, as the name suggests, they mostly live on a diet of fruit. The Philippine tube-nosed fruit bat is listed as critically endangered, facing an extremely high risk of extinction in the wild.
Okay, when it was close up like that, it was utterly terrifying. Like, it reminded me of Ernest Scared Stupid, you know, like the troll guy with the nose and the boogers and all that stuff. That's what it reminded me of. That's why I was like, oh my god, it's real. But I think bats are really cute, you know, and that could just be that I'm a vampire fan, but no, I think like the fox bat and fruit bats are really cute, you know? And they're dying, and that's not good. It's really sad. So if I came face to face with one, I'd be like, cool. Want to be my friend? Sit on my shoulder. Let's chat. Let's walk. I'll feed you some pineapple. Let's go.
Marabou stork is often considered one of the ugliest animals of the planet. Of course, some features such as the bald pink or reddish head with scattered shaggy feathers, the huge, massive, tapered beak, and its ungainly stature make this bird repulsive at first sight. But actually, this gregarious bird is an essential scavenger that cleans the nature of all its waste and carrion, often associated with vultures. Removing carcasses and rotting material often helps avoiding the spreading of diseases. In African folklore, this sickly-looking stork was created by God out of leftover bird bits when he ran out of animal parts, leading to its ungainly appearance.
Ugh, like the neck part it just dangles so much. Ugh. It's just, what happened if you punched it? That's a really odd thing. But like, when they go like, "Ugh," you know what I mean? When they have that reaction, because it's just like your throat's like hanging out, hits stuff. It's got to be pretty pretty resilient though, that part of the animal. The fact that it's made out of like leftover bird parts, that's really sad. Poor guy. Okay.
Can't figure out what's going on, and it's happened a couple times already. And I don't know. Oh crap. I know I got that. That's crazy. The phone's not even plugged in on the wall, but it's coming off its cradle by itself.
That's terrifying. I hate when it's like something blatant and so aggressive that happens. When it's like a subtle movement, I'm like, that's fake. You did that. But when it's something like that, so aggressive, so angry, it's for sure a poltergeist. It's some kind of demonic entity that wants you the hell out of there. That was terrifying. No thanks. I'd be right the hell out of there. You don't have to ask me twice. You don't need to hit my phone twice, you know?
¿Dónde vas? ¿Qué? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Pasa algo? Ah, ya no me asustes. Hostia, pero esto está profundo, ¿eh? ¿Te pienses tú?
It takes him a couple of steps until his dog notices something. Little did he know that there was something else with him.
Bueno, Pau. No.
My soul, when I tell you my soul left my body, my soul's gone. My soul's out the door, it's down the stairs, it's on the train, going somewhere else. My soul's gone. Whew, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting another, like, build up and then a fall flat. But no, that person's gone now. He had a friend in the cave. See you later. Adios.
On first glance, nothing appears to be in the bathroom, but then a bottle gets thrown.
Okay, so the thing that made me jump in that video was a thing that wasn't even there. When he opened the door, what I thought I saw was a boy stood there with like a sack over his head, like a burlap sack. Like the boy from Trick or Treat. I swear to God I saw a figure stood there in the corner just like... But that guy didn't even see him. I jumped so hard because I thought I saw a small child. My heart was pounding so fast. It wasn't even there. I just made my head.
This is a ghostly figure coming out of the graves. That's in fast motion. I'll now play it in slow motion for you.
Ooh.
If you pause it at a certain point at the actual anomaly coming out of the grave, then you can actually make out the figure of the actual person.
True. Okay, I see the figure. It does look like a ghostly form, but it doesn't look like it's emerging from the grave unless I'm looking at the wrong grave. I'm looking at the grave in the back. But for sure, a spirit, as you would expect in a cemetery at night.
Are you still here? Are you running around in here?
What was that? What the hell was that? It's like...
It shot across the screen.
It's like a huge black
Right
mass.
there.
There's another one. It's over here.
There's nothing in the air.
What happened in the attic up here? We know you're here.
Behind them, on the wall, at some point, a figure appears.
I didn't see that figure at the beginning. Was that what we saw at the beginning? Oh my god, I just saw like the black orbs, almost like, and I was like, yeah, orbs are orbs. Like, they're not even that big a deal. They're not really a ghost, they're just like an orb. Anyway, didn't see the whole figure stood there. That looked like an animation someone added in. That was crazy. That's legit. Someone died in that attic. What was that? It's like the Wicked Witch of the East. Which is the evil one? West? Wicked Witch of the West. She's back. I would be screaming too if I saw that. That was like a witch on her broomstick. Unless I was just like seeing things, but that was for sure a witch on her broomstick. She was in red and she was flying near the car and was following them. Those folks are cursed. That car probably crashed after that. Oh, I hate abandoned places. Creepy. Oh, I hated that shutter sound. I saw her. Is this a school? I couldn't really tell. I was just looking at the floor most of the time. This was a school that looked like the ghost of a student or something. It was a ghost of someone. It was very clear as day. That person was dead. R.I.P. dead, you know? That was terrifying. This is again why do people feel the need to explore abandoned buildings? You're always going to find a ghost or at least a murderer. You're going to either get cursed, possessed, or killed. Maybe all three at the same time.
I'm not even lying. Like, this place is vacant. Like, nobody lives in here. These are empty completely.
Abandoned.
I turned it off. This thing keeps going on and off and on and off. I don't know what it is, but I keep getting this eerie feeling when
No, have you seen it? What can only be described as a white fog is forming right behind him and disappearing.
Yeah, okay, I didn't really see much of anything, I have to be honest with you. I did see kind of a white fog, but he seemed to be freaking the out, so I trust that he was terrified. I didn't actually see much. I saw the fog, but that could have been a reflection from outside. Doesn't look like the nicest day in the neighborhood, you know? But if he was scared, then I'll give him a pat on the back and tell him everything's gonna be okay, sir.
Anything, hopefully stuff will happen. Okay, if there's anything, if there's anyone present here, could you please move something, move an object, move something on the table, do anything, please.
I knew that was gonna move.
Could you please do that again?
Oh, I don't know about this one. I felt in my gut that that's what was going to move. Almost like I knew maybe there's a string attached to it and someone's yanking it, you know? Or it could be legit. You never know with these videos. Most of the time I think they're 99% fake. Because at the end of the day, if there's ghosts out there, I would have seen one by now. I mean, I did see one growing up. Duvet Boy. I've told the story many times. He's legit. But the more I talk about him now, the less people believe me. Even my parents started to doubt me. They were like, oh, maybe this isn't true anymore. And I was like, what?
The top and the bottom. Let's see. What do we got
For the
here?
ring gloves, that's smart.
Oh, that's nice. Doll buried in dirt.
I wouldn't call that buried. I'd say
with the
surrounded by, covered in.
Look at her. What is this? It says Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
She's got a bag over her. How f***ed up is that?
The production value on that one was pretty astounding, don't you think? They had like their B camera like on a slider. Just, it's like an episode of TV. Something about a movie. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's not something you necessarily want to see when opening a box. I'd say keep that bag on the head. That's what's keeping the curse in there. Like whatever like special dirt is in there probably helps. So taking it out of the dirt, not the best idea. but that bag is keeping it all in. You take that off and it becomes like a Medusa head. Head starts flying around the room. Maybe it bites you. Anything that can happen is not something you want to happen. They've got gloves. They've got their masks. They know what they're doing. Making sure that they're not, infecting themselves immediately with whatever's in there. Who knows if it could be dangerous stuff. Like those other guys are like opening these like boxes full of syringes and stuff, and they're just doing it with their bare hands, breathing it all in. No thank you. If you're sensitive about taxidermy or animal bones. Was that a rat head? Oh, you broke the skull? Lady.
Is it weed? Oh, it's someone's hand.
That's someone's hand. It's a dried up hand.
Oh,
smoke
I missed
that,
a whole
I dare you.
Skull here somehow. There are many body parts.
Animal skull? Oh, you're saging, eh? Oh, saging out of the pits? I don't know what's going on with this lady. I'm sorry. Whatever her deal is, I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of it. Saging the pits? Come on. Yeah, you gotta be a little more careful with your animal skulls there, homie. Although I am interested in that hand that you thought was weed, because I would be interested if you made a video smoking that and figuring out what happens. Can you imagine her next video? It's like, I smoked a hand, and the thumbnail is like, and there's like little fingers coming out of it.
YouTuber known as Hype Mike purchases a dark web mystery box and is surprised by the sheer size of the box that arrives. However, it's a smaller box waiting inside that is truly remarkable. Inside his mystery package, he finds a Dybbuk box sealed in red wax. He opens it, immediately gagging at the stench coming from the box. Hype Mike collapses to the floor for several seconds before rising, evidently in a trance. He tells his friends to run before he begins chasing them, calling after them in a deep voice.
You see a box full of whatever covered in red wax and you decide to break the wax off? For why? For what purpose? Why would you do that? That is a not smart call. I didn't realize you could purchase mystery Dybbuk boxes. Does somebody just have like a big warehouse of overflow Dybbuk boxes that they can just throw in these big cardboard containers and send them out to people? Oh my! I wonder if it's like a monthly subscription service, like Loot Crate, except for cursed objects that will ruin your life. You get the year-long subscription, but all it takes is one, and you're dead at the end. Oh my! And Mike, poor Mike.
Alex Miner pops off the top of his
chills.
dark web mystery box and receives a handwritten warning. To paraphrase, it says that life is a dirty mystery and you never know what you are touching. As for the weird drawing beneath it, your guess is as good as
like
mine.
Morse code or
Alex
something.
finds an old compact disc and quietly sets it aside. Then he finds this weird leaky bag full of white powder. If you have any idea what this is, let me know. The next object almost certainly confirms my suspicions. Covered in the mysterious white powder is this weird tool marked Biohazard.
Some good handwriting on that note, I gotta say. Definitely reminds me of how I wrote in elementary school. I mean, there's a lot of questions here. What's on the CD? I want to know what the contents of that disc are. I wanna figure out like if there's like hidden messages, something that maybe explains what's going on here. Then there's the powder, which could be anything from just like crushed drywall all the way up to the famous Scarface substance. And of course, that strange tool with the Biohazard sticker on it. You would think that somebody would contain a Biohazard a little bit better than that, other than just slapping a sticker on it and hoping that nobody touches it. At least this guy, he's got the right idea with the thick gloves, right? I'd put on like medical gloves under it, and then the thick gloves on top, so it's like nothing touches the skin even if it permeates, but then also like it kind of like protects you from sharps. I just feel like the whole idea of buying these boxes, like, it's exciting and it makes for like good videos, but it's just like such a dangerous idea, just buying boxes of random crap and like sifting through them like willy-nilly.
The box contains a number of disturbing items, such as a mysterious SD card and several boxes that look like altars to demons.
Don't plug that in your computer.
He's most disturbed when he pulls out a stuffed cat with a large gash across its stomach. What makes this most disturbing is the red stains that accompany the wound. However, the box isn't done yet. The buyer also finds a syringe with a red liquid inside. He's unable to determine if it's blood before his video is interrupted by a knock at the door. The police have come to confiscate his box.
It's for the best. I don't think you need any of that stuff. Although I am very curious about what's inside the cat. The fact that it has that very obvious slash along the gut, and it's red. And stuffed cats don't often bleed, but there must be something in there that's not too nice, not too friendly or helpful. Kind of reminds me of that scene in Creep where the little stuffed like wolf doll has a secret treat inside. I don't know what you paid for that. You probably paid in Bitcoin because apparently you got it off the dark web, but not worth it. Not worth having that around the house.
That guy Aaron has $100 to blow, so he orders a deep web mystery box to see what he can find. Inside the box is a typed note suggesting that he made a mistake ordering this box, and things get weirder from there. Aaron slowly begins pulling out items that, when put together, recreate the scene of a horrible atrocity: duct tape, surgical gloves, zip tie cuffs, and an old hand-turned screw that people would use instead of an electric drill are all found inside. Then there's this quick old video clip of a female stranger.
A female stranger. I love the way that Chills narrates. It's always useful and beautiful. Yeah, I mean, again, what I was just saying in the clip before, like this whole trend just seems like a bad idea. It seems like you're like asking people to like send you like crime scene evidence and broken glass covered in arsenic. Like this poor guy, you know, he's got $100 to blow, of course. You know, he's wearing all Bape. He's got his big chains. He's got it's definitely not because he wants to make some money off of this. But yeah, I don't know. Batman missions.
Don't know. It looks to be worth $20 is what I've found so far. There's this weird little emoji with some blood.
Some blood.
Not sure about that.
What?
Let's see what else. Had a syringe that I opened that was glass.
At least people just getting syringes and they're just like opening all this stuff up with just their bare hands. Like, what's going on?
More fiber wire. And also another one.
Yeah, like I'd say you gotta be more careful. And even like medical gloves probably isn't enough. You wanna go in there with like some like gardening gloves, some work gloves. Make sure that you don't get stabbed by anything that's just like full of unknown fluid. That emoji ball, what's going on there? Is that cursed? Is that why it's in the little like pill box? If you pop it open, is it gonna start cackling and laughing and, you know, breathing blood mist everywhere? Gotta be careful. Wear those masks.
YouTuber named Q-Bang Guy receives a deep web mystery box with a pile of old electronics inside. He notices an outdated cassette player with headphones, so he puts them on and hears a woman saying the same thing over and over again in a different language. Listen to this part and let me know if you can translate.
Chanting something. That's a ritual happening. Although I don't know why they would just record that. Put it in a plastic bag. All these guys look kind of the same. All these people opening boxes. And, you know, he did a nice in-between there. He's got some like heavy-duty like dishwashing gloves. I feel like that's a pretty good idea too. Although the rest of him is just wide open, so I don't know. Not really sure. It seemed like it was pretty smelly when he opened it, but he didn't really mention much about that. And then there's that CD, looked like the kind of game you'd get in a cereal box. Interesting. Oh, subtle Pepsi placement there.
That's what the other side of the box looks like. I assume that's the front. I think it is. Like a stick, for whatever that means. If you guys have any idea what this means, please comment down below in the section.
Yeah, what does that stick mean, guys? Tell me.
Other than that, that looks about it. There's like burnt flower petals. Pick it up, that'd be great. So yeah. Looks like old burnt flower petals right there.
How long would those flower petals last if they were burnt? How burnt are they? So it's a stick and flower petals in this, like, looks like somebody just took like a drawer and threw some wax on it. I don't know how scary that one is. Maybe if we go to the comments and find out what people think the stick means, then we'll get some real scary information. But for now, all I can really focus on is that Pepsi Zero Sugar, you know? A very subtle marketing pitch right there.
Widener opens his dark web mystery box
chills.
and immediately comes face to face with two creepy dolls. Inside of a gray plastic bag, he also finds an old beat up hammer. It looks well used, though for what I can't tell, hopefully not on people. But then, worst of all, in another gray plastic bag, Joseph finds a sharp instrument that has almost certainly seen foul play one way or another.
Hopefully the hammer wasn't used. Maybe they took the sharp instrument, put it up against somebody, and then whacked it with a hammer. That would be a good way to go about it. Again, like I just feel like there's something we're missing here. There's details that we need. We need that additional information. You would think like ordering something off the deep web, there'd be more like illegal substances and like contraband, and less just like things that have the implication of maybe being cursed or maybe have been used in a crime, you know? Like things that are more like immediately dangerous and taboo rather than like something with a backstory. I don't know. Maybe that's just me thinking about how like the dark web is normally used.
Oh, whoa. Oh man, I didn't see that coming. What on earth? That's so creepy. It looks like the girl from The Grudge is like hungry and wants a sandwich. Jeez. Oh, the fact that you don't see it right away, you can clearly see the little like photo of a woman. I mean, I suppose, trying to see if I can explain that. It looks kind of like that's an aluminum fridge or some kind of like shiny metal surface, so it could be like the girl taking the pictures like, and that's her reflection, maybe, but it's so, it feels almost 3D in a little bit, even though it's a 2D image, I know. But wow, that one got a good jump scare. I like it. I'm impressed. Wow, let's move on. Okay. I want what they're wearing. I don't know if that's a ghost or if that's like, it looks like a ghost female pirate. That's what it is. Figured it out. That's what it is. Even though they're in like an abandoned building, it's like a ghost female pirate. That's what I think it is. For sure. That's what it is. I don't know, but it looks like she's on a mission, even if she is a ghost. Because it's obviously a person, though. That's obviously a person. That's obviously a person, and the person who took the picture has like a really camera, so they just, this woman's like, hey man, you coming? And he was like, whoa, it's a ghost. Oh wait, sorry, it's you, Sarah. Insert name. And she's like, yeah, let's go, bruh. That's what I think it is. Debunked. It's a person, and she's cool, and she's got great style. Let's move on. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay, so at first I thought it... What is that? Is that a man? Oh my god. Like at first I thought it was gonna be like a... It was like the turtle in the background, like on the left shoulder, but then you just look at the bottom, it's like, oh, Voldemort. Ooh! He's after his nose! It's fine. Oh, that one was freaky. I like how I got a good jump scare out of that too. And he looks so happy. That very easily could be a guy just like darting across the screen and being like, photobomb! But, oh, like this doesn't scare me. This makes me kind of excited. You know, because I think, I don't know, I'm ready. In a weird way, I'm ready for some aliens, you know? Just be kind of wild. But I also don't want the kind of Day After Tomorrow aliens or the Mist kind of creatures. Like I don't want that. I don't know. This is definitely, yeah, it's either fireworks or some kind of like, maybe a ship like testing explosive and things like that. Maybe that's what that is. But yeah, I don't know what that could be. It's okay. I'm not that scared. I'm okay. But you know what? I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Is it underwater? Black cloud. Is it a human? We're doing a human? Oh, I know what it looks like. You can kind of see like there's a mouth a little bit. Like there's like a mouth and like eyes. That's it's kind of like like the glob guy from Ghostbusters, you know? You know? Oh, why can't I remember? I always want to remember Globber? No. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I need to know what this is. I must have watched that movie like 100 times. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Okay. What? I'm so confused by this photo because it looks like a stool that my friend had of like just a lady's leg, and it had like a red velvet stool on top, but it was, in this one it's just blue. I'm not sure. This also looks like a painting, like an oil painting. Like imagine if it's just like half of an ostrich. It also kind of looks like that, you know? Oh, that's what's really scary about this photo, is that people are like together in a crowd, and I don't know when we're going to be able to do that again soon safely. Oh my goodness. Oh, Canada is what I was about to say. That's kind of crazy. Okay, picture number 6. I hope that guy's not dead and that's his spirit coming up, because like there's like that shadowy figure. Ooh, that reminds me of a picture. I have a scary story. When my grandpa was about to pass away, the priest came to visit the house to give him his last rites, and when he left, my aunt went outside and took a picture of the house, and there was like a white orb. And then they went later to see if they could take a picture again, because they're like, oh, well, maybe it was just like a flash of light, ruined the picture. Took a picture again, it was gone. It was from the exact same place in the middle of the street. This picture reminds me of that because it's as creepy and as eerie, and I can't really explain that because it's not like there's dust. Like nothing, just like there's a central club of dust in that area. We're outside, right? So, ugh. I'm not really a religious person, but like when I see stuff like this, I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe he farted. That was a bad joke. That would be pretty powerful. Wouldn't want to be near him for that. Let's move on. Oh no. This looks like an episode of Doctor Who that I don't want to remember. Oh. What? Yeah, it's an episode of Doctor Who I just don't want to remember ever again. Like that's what that is. It's like your face just disappeared. And I love how nobody's even bothered by it. What if they're slowly turning into the same thing? I don't know where this is. I feel like we would have heard about this if this was really real, you know? I think it's definitely either prosthetics or an alien invasion the government covered up, because we love that. Because what if this real life experience inspired Doctor Who? Because Doctor Who predicts a bunch of stuff, and we love that show. Well, we being me and my roommate, we both love that show. So here we are. Okay, so this is, there's a woman in the background. I mean, I feel like this photo, like the creepiness of this photo is actually like counteracted by the fact that the two guys just look so freaking ready for prom and they're just having a great time. Like the intense model-like stare of the first one, like this nice little boutonniere rocking it, and then there's just like a woman in the background going, but I wanted to go to prom too. I thought I was your date.
Oh my god. Okay, that was genuinely quite terrifying because that was real. That was a real shark. That was a real camera, and that shark was not around. It was like, I am going to eat you and I'm going to enjoy it. Imagine being in the water and that emerges. Again, this is why I don't go in the water, because a shark would emerge. Sometimes I have good luck, other times I do not. And I think the day that I'm unlucky is the day that I get eaten by a shark, to be honest. So I'm just not gonna test those waters. Oh my god, no. No.
OK， 我碰下来，我试下它感觉。
Oh, I hate it.
哇塞！哦 ，OK， 追过来了！哇靠，牛逼！这家伙好猛，好猛，好猛！看到吗，兄弟们？哇塞！哇，看到吗？哦，小宝贝，小宝贝，怎么编起来这么大？编起来这么大！哇！
That was just a little bit traumatic, to be honest. Why is this guy chasing after this giant beast of a snake. Nothing should be this big, let alone snakes. I hated how big his head was. Put it away. That's how I feel. Put your head away. Put your head down. Just leave me alone. That's how I feel. That I hate that. I hate snakes. It makes me so upset. I don't like it. Oh, water is back. Oh, like I can feel my stomach dropping. Oh. Oh, I can feel my stomach going. Oh my god. Oh, that's like being on a roller coaster. Oh my god. They're just laughing. Well, I guess this is normal behavior for them. Like, they're used to this kind of sea atmosphere, this sea nonsense. But I know that feeling. I don't know if anyone's been on like a fishing boat before. When I lived in Alaska, I went fishing. We went on a fishing boat, and oh my god, on the way there, it was like this on the waters, and on the way back, it was like that, and my stomach kept flipping. It was like I was on a roller coaster. It was horrible. People were throwing up next to me. No thanks. What the f? Was that a shark? We can confirm that was a shark. Kind of looked like a dolphin, but prob's a shark. I don't think dolphins, like, are there. But that was terrifying. God, these people, they take risks every day. Potential of falling off their little board, potential of drowning, potential of being eaten or run over a shark with their little board, you know? That's horrifying. He was so chill about it. That would be, if that happened to me, it'd be the last time I was ever in the water. Ever. Not a chance. You can't make me go back in. I knew something was coming because I've seen Paranormal Activity. I just couldn't remember what part of the movie that was, and it just happened to be the ending. Also, there are 2 different endings to this movie, and I can never remember which is the, like, the real one or the theatrical one. I don't know. I've seen both where I actually can't remember both endings. I just remember one where she's like rocking back and forth on the floor for like hours. And then there's another one. I think it involves police where she kills them. Can't really remember. Oh no. No, 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 no. You would not catch me there. Oh, f that. Oh, it just wants to play though, kinda. I can't tell with lions, like after watching Tiger King. I mean, that's nothing to go off of. They just seem like giant dogs, you know, maybe throw a ball, they'll bring it back. But they'll also kill you in the process. I don't know, they just seem like they want to have fun, like when he's tapping the wall and then running away, or he's scared. I can't tell. Either way, lions, I just want to give them a big hug. It's like that really sad video on YouTube of those 2 guys that raised a little cub, and then they yeah, baby lion's called a cub, right? Lion? Lion baby. Baby lion cub. And then they had to let it go and be in the wild in Africa? I don't know, somewhere. And then they reunited with it and it still remembered who they were and it gave them a big hug and they lived. So I think that would happen with me. Oh, f this. No, this is my worst nightmare. No, 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 no. These videos terrify me.
Jag har det på film. Jag har det på film.
Oh my god, look at that. No. Oh. Those videos, honestly, sometimes I go down a YouTube rabbit hole where I watch videos like that because sometimes I want to be scared, which is why you guys all ask me why I do those spider videos. It's because I give them to myself because I know, you know, it'll make me feel something. But anyway, those videos terrify me. Those giant boats on the roaring seas and the waves coming everywhere, like, oh, it freaks me the f out. You would not get me on one of those boats, not a chance. You'd have to tie me up in one. Oh, leave it alone. To be fair, that guy deserves to get attacked by a shark. You're going into his home and poking him with a stick. Leave him alone. You're in his home. Like, sharks aren't coming onto land and trying to stab you with a stick, so leave him alone. You know what? This is the first time I'm gonna defend a shark and be like, F off, humans. He didn't deserve that. He was just swimming in his own waters. The problem is that we shouldn't be in the water. We've established this. We shouldn't be in the water. Sharks live there. That's their home. They don't come onto land and say, "Fuck you, I'm going to be here now." Do they? No, we go to them and we're like, "Screw you, sharks." Anyway, that's how I feel about it. Okay, it didn't get me, but it was shocking. That's all I can say. I was shocked. I knew as soon as I saw them in the water, large gathering of people, shark was going to come and kill at least one of them, and that's exactly what it did. And they deserve it, to be honest, because no one should be in the water. And if you're in the water, you deserve to be eaten by a shark.
The species is actually a very new discovery and was only first described in 2006. The first specimen of the species was, however, collected in 1968, but was wrongly identified to be a similar looking snake species, the Persian horned viper, as it seems they missed the spider-like tail that makes this species so distinct. It's a member of the family Viperidae, making it a true viper and also making it very venomous, so don't approach it if you ever see one in the wild, though I doubt many ever will.
No, you honestly don't have to warn me not to approach this snake-spider hybrid, because I just wouldn't. Like, I don't think I'll ever encounter a snake and be like, I think I'll approach. I barely want to approach people, let alone creatures. So, don't need to warn me. This sucker's not coming near me. Venomous